And welcome this Friday night to Hannity, and this is a alert. Breaking news tonight about the 2016 campaign. New audio was leaked of Donald Trump talking about women on a hot mic back in 2005. Also tonight, Wikileaks has released damning new material about Hillary Clinton and her campaign. Now, parts include excerpts of her Wall Street speeches. We're going to get to all that in just a moment.
What was her role in smearing and destroying the women who were involved with her husband and or accused him of these serious crimes? That's the question. So if she wants to raise the women's issue, that's how Donald Trump should answer.
If what Donald Trump said is wrong, and we're agreeing he said what he said is wrong, was it wrong for her to refer to Monica Lewinsky as a narcissistic Looney Tune?
She called them bimbos, all of them.
That was the bimbo eruptions.
Yes, the bimbo eruptions. She had a team that was out to destroy them. There is a difference between the penal law, sexual assault, rape, and words that are not, in effect, doing anything to any other human being.
Let's take this a step further. There was a child rape victim.
The pedophile.
Hang on. Hillary Clinton, we have the tape of her long before she really got into the world of politics. She defended a man accused of raping a 12-year-old girl. She got the rapist off. What's interesting, we're about to play a tape where Hillary pretty much acknowledges she thought the guy was guilty. And listen how he took a lie detector test and passed. It forever, changed my view that lie detector tests work. And laughs afterwards. Now, we're going to have this really important discussion about Donald Trump's comments. Will the media now also show outrage over all these things up to this point in this campaign, 32 days out, that they've ignored about the other candidate? It's all been out there. You may be seeing this for the first time.
Remember that case where I represented that guy? It was a fascinating case. It was really an interesting case. This guy was accused of raping a 12-year-old. Took a lie detector test. I had to take a polygraph. She passed, which forever destroyed my faith in polygraphs.
How did it turn out?
Oh, he plea bargained. We got him off. It was time served in the county jail. He'd been in the county jail about 2 months.
Wow.
The 12-year-old girl in this case, Hillary Clinton called her...
She has a name, by the way. Kathy Shelton is her name.
All right. Kathy Shelton now doesn't, realizes that not only did Hillary ruin her life, but Hillary accused this 12-year-old girl of seeking out the company of men like the rapist. She said she was emotionally unstable, and there was absolutely no evidence to support that. She trashed the victim early in her career. That is the course that she has taken throughout her life.
Clinton accused her of seeking out older men, but the comment about the lie detector test, she knows he's guilty.
Right.
Look, Mrs. Clinton enabled an accused rapist in this case and an alleged rapist in her husband. And we're talking about something Donald Trump said laughing with another guy 11 years ago.
Locker room talk.
You know what, Sean? Russia today essentially threatened the United States with World War III with nuclear weapons. And we're talking about something Donald Trump was joking about 11 years ago. This country has serious problems, and we need to be focused on that.
And so does the media. Listen, the media needs to be indicted here because they're all into the tape. They want to play it again and again and again. Has anybody in the media played that Kathy Shelton tape but me?
I have, but I've never heard anyone else do it. But here's the bottom line. We now know what she said to Wall Street. The Wall Street, they're the best people to reform Wall Street.
I need 12 hours to do tonight's show. I can't get it all in. I only have an hour. And by the way, it irritates some people that I have one. All right, guys, good to see you. And coming up. And welcome back to Hannity. Today, Wikileaks released over 2,000 emails allegedly from Clinton campaign staffers. Now, the emails reportedly contain portions of Hillary Clinton's Wall Street speeches in which she claimed to be, quote, far removed from we the middle class. And they all contained information about op research done on Clinton rival Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders. Joining us now, best-selling author, creator of Hillary's America, which will be released on DVD October the 11th, Dinesh D'Souza. Also, radio talk show host and television talk show host Dr. Gina Loudon. Good to see you both. Dinesh, Wikileaks, when I look at it, let's see, suggests Wall Street insiders are what is needed to fix Wall Street. She touts her relationship to Wall Street as a senator. No wonder why she didn't want this released. Clinton talks about the challenges of running for office and how you basically have to lie and be a phony and you act one way in public and another way in private. Does this damage her or is it overshadowed by this tape of Trump?
Well, I think the issue with Hillary, in the first debate, Trump was right to emphasize the incompetence of Hillary, the failures of Hillary, but he didn't emphasize what he has himself been calling crooked Hillary. And the Wikileaks, I think, opens up a window into that, because what Hillary does is that on the public campaign trail, she savages Wall Street. She acts like she's their enemy. But once she gets behind closed doors, not only does she receive large amounts of money from these guys, but she intimates to them, wink, wink, that she's actually their friend. And she's happy to conspire with them against the American people when it's in her interest to do so, when she's paid enough.
Yeah, I just got a text from somebody, I haven't been able to confirm this, that apparently that Dr. James Dobson said Trump is a new Christian, and that what he said back in 2005 is probably not the same man today. Do you think the American people would look at it that way, Dr. Loudon, or no way?
I do think the American people would look at it that way. Sean, I was thinking tonight, I wish we had one of your, your town halls that you used to do where you had all the people in a room, because it would be interesting to ask a room full of men if they have never said anything remotely like that, aside from maybe pastors and priests, right, in their lives, because I think that was locker room talk. Mr. Trump has apologized. And when you hold that up and you look at what Hillary Clinton has done, look, in Mr. Trump's case, in the entire record of his life, Sean, no one was raped, nobody has died, no illegal servers were put in his, I mean, the list goes on.
This is important because we're talking about his words, and then we're talking about Bill Clinton's actions, and Hillary's defense of him, not only defending him, but also smearing women that made allegations. You know, there seems to be huge selective moral outrage here, and everyone's all offended. The person that I laugh the most about is Hillary. He can't be in the Oval Office. She didn't say that about her husband and her husband's actions. While he was in the White House, she went to bat to call Monica a narcissistic Looney Tune. So all these people just saying, oh, Hannity, you got to condemn Trump. All right, his words were wrong. But Bill Clinton's actions are far worse. So why is it covered this way? Dinesh.
Well, I think that what we're seeing, we have seen a biased media in my entire adult lifetime, but never before have I seen the media so aggressively huffing and puffing to drag this crooked hag across the finish line. That is their objective. And so to some degree, Sean, we're seeing journalists who wear the label of journalism, but they're not really journalists. They're actually doing a political mission for Hillary in this election.
Let me go back to a tape I played earlier about Kathy Shelton, and I'm not going to play it, but we played a tape of Hillary Clinton telling the story how she defended a child rapist, and how I even got him to take a lie detector test and forever, told me those things don't work, and then left. She ended up getting the child rapist off, and as a result, Kathy Shelton, has gone on to say horrible things about Hillary, that she was portrayed as a lifeline champion of women on the campaign trail, but just the opposite because of the way she attacked her as a 12-year-old girl. Now, my question, Dr. Loudon, is if that was Trump, I bet everybody in America would have seen that tape. I bet most people saw it right here for the first time tonight.
This is a whole new level of global corruption we're seeing with the media and with politics, both in the United States and abroad. Let's not forget that even the co-founder of Politico, Sean, said that the media cards are stacked against Donald Trump. This is a conspiracy like we have never seen before come to light, and we are witnessing it, and we have a really clear choice to make between someone who is part of that corruption and somebody who said some things once that I'm sure he regrets, and who hasn't.
All right, we're
Sean,
told that Donald Trump momentarily is going to be releasing a two-camera statement. So when that happens, we're going to bring it to our audience live. I've got to run. Thank you both. Dr. Loudon, Dinesh, thank you.